Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming a Q&A for you guys. So I asked you over on Instagram to send me all of your questions the other day. So I'm going to pull up that post right now. So the first question is, how old were you when you got pregnant with Bailey, and how old were you when you got married? So I was 22 when we got married, and I was 23 when we had Bailey. The next question is, how often do you get time for yourself, as in a day off? Love your channel. I don't really ever get a day off, but I do get to go like run errands by myself or get my nails done here and there. So I get my nails done like every 2 weeks now. So that's something that I look forward to. And actually this weekend I'm going to be getting 2 days off because I'm going to visit my best friend, Hillary. You guys have seen her on my channel before. It was her birthday a couple weeks ago, and so I'm going up there to spend this weekend with her and celebrate like a belated birthday celebration for her. I'm super excited. She's been my childhood friend for years and years. So I'm super excited to go up there and hang out with her for her birthday and just have girl time. And Adam will be watching the girls for me, so I guess I will be having a couple days off here this weekend, and I'm really looking forward to it. The next question is, are you still thinking about moving to Northern California, or are you staying in Southern California? So we were planning on moving to Northern California later this summer, and it looks like we are no longer moving to Northern California anymore because a couple things fell through. I'm not going to go into details about that, but yeah, we're not going to be moving to Northern California anymore, but we are still moving for sure. We have to be out of this house sometime in the summer. So Adam is for sure getting out of the military. We just don't know what our plans are after that. We're still kind of figuring everything out. So I'm not going to tell you guys what we're doing yet because we don't know yet either. So as soon as we find out and everything is set in stone and we figure out where we're moving, I will update you guys on that. Okay, lots of questions about baby number 3, and I told you guys in a couple of vlogs ago that we will be having a third baby. We just don't know exactly when yet. We'll probably try within the next like year or two, but we will be having a third baby. Someone wants to know tips on how to grow a successful YouTube channel. And I get this question a lot too. And the best advice I have for you is to just be yourself and upload consistently, and people will love you for you. You don't want to go into YouTube right off the bat thinking you're going to make money, because you won't. It takes a while, and even for my channel, it did take a little bit for me to make a steady income, and I would say I grew relatively quickly, but even for me, it took a bit for me to start making money on YouTube. So I wouldn't go into YouTube wanting to make money out of it. I went into YouTube just because I enjoyed making content for you guys and documenting my pregnancy for myself and family, and then it just grew from there. But to answer your question on how to be successful, you just honestly need to be yourself and upload consistently. Have a consistent upload schedule so that your subscribers know when you're going to be uploading and have that to look forward to. And you also want to make it a point to make searchable videos, because no one searches for vlogs. So if you want to start your channel and you want it to be a vlogging channel, you can't just make a bunch of vlogs and expect it to take off and be successful, because no one searches for vlogs. So you need to start your channel off with making searchable content, such as cleaning videos are obviously super popular, morning routine, nighttime routine, what's in my diaper bag, what my toddler eats in a day. All those videos are searchable, and people are constantly searching for those types of videos. So that would be my best advice on how to start a YouTube channel. But if you're wanting to start your own channel, honestly, just do it, because my biggest regret was just not starting it sooner. Okay, the next question is, where is your favorite place to shop for yourself? So Zara, Nordstrom, H&M, and probably Forever 21 is like where I shop at the most. The next question is, what are some of the girls' favorite toys and activities at their ages right now? So Shay, she is 10 months right now, and her favorite things right now are the walker, because she's trying to learn how to walk. So she loves doing that. And then like stackable things like blocks and stuff, I'll stack for her, and she likes knocking those down, and then like I'll stack them back up and she likes to knock them down. And also the shape sorter she's really into, and like pop-up books. I think those are her like favorite toys right now. And Bailey is 3 years old. She turned 3 in January, and her favorite things at the moment are puzzles and coloring. Next question, what do the girls do when you're getting ready to go out? So this constantly changes, but for the most part, I like to get ready before they wake up. So I'll wake up like 10 or 15 minutes before them and get ready for the day then. But if they happen to be awake and Adam's not here and I need to get ready for something, usually I'll put a show on for Bailey and I'll put Shay in this little floor seat and prop him up in front of the TV for 15 minutes and let them watch TV. I have no shame doing that. You got to do what you got to do when you have kids and you need to get ready for the day. So I'll either do that, or Bailey sometimes likes to come in and like get ready with me anyways, and she just doesn't even want to watch a show. She just comes in with me and likes to pretend to do her makeup. So I'll give her like some makeup brushes and stuff and she pretends to put her makeup on. She likes doing that. And I'll give Shay like my toothbrush or something to occupy her while I'm getting ready. But yeah, either one of those two things. Okay, the next question is, what is your favorite moment spent together with Bailey? That's a really good question. Probably when her and I went on a mommy-daughter date recently, not too long ago, probably about a month ago, and her and I went down to the pier, and there's a man down there that always makes bubbles for the kids on the weekends, and he like sits in this grass pasture and makes these massive bubbles for the kids, and it was such a nice day. I remember it so vividly. And she ran up and played with all these other kids, and I just sat back and watched her, and she was so happy. And then we went over and got some ice cream and went down to sit on the sand and ate our ice cream and just like watched the ocean and talked. And it was just really nice to just be in the moment with her and I and just kind of talk to her with what she's feeling, and she tells me stories now, and she's just getting so big. So I love spending time with her like that and having little mommy-daughter dates with her. So that's probably my favorite moment with her so far. Someone asked what my favorite Starbucks drink is. So I always get a venti iced caramel macchiato with soy milk. The next question is, what is your advice for a new mom? I feel like I could make like a whole separate sit-down video about this, but my biggest piece of advice, I guess, would be to make other mommy friends and connect with other moms, because motherhood can be so isolating, you guys. I remember when I first had Bailey and we were living up in 29 Palms, and it was my first baby, obviously, and I was away from all of my friends and family that were down here in Orange County. I was so far away from them, and it was just so isolating, but I did have one friend who I was super close with at the time, and she had her baby a couple weeks after I had Bailey, and so we had so much in common. We were both first-time moms with babies very similar in age, and we would talk on the phone and text like all day, every day, sharing what we were going through at the time, and just sharing like our happy times as well as our sad, like scary times with each other. And if I didn't have that person to connect with and go through motherhood with, I honestly don't know how I would have made it, you guys. So that is my biggest advice, is to connect and make other mommy friends. The next question is, do you and your husband ever go out, like leave your kids at home with your mom and then you guys have a little you time? The answer is no, and we really need to make that a priority, but we don't. Someone asked what my dream job is, and I've answered this before, but my dream job is to be a labor and delivery nurse. Someone asked what I use to keep my teeth so white. So I use Crest White Strips. I haven't in a while, but what I use to maintain that is using Crest Whitening Toothpaste. I think it's the 3D whitening toothpaste. The next question is, where do I shop for my home decor? Mostly Home Goods, Target, TJ Maxx, Amazon, mostly Target and Home Goods though. Okay, the next question is, what inspired you to become a YouTuber? So I watched YouTube for years before ever starting my own channel, you guys, and actually the first people I ever watched here on YouTube was Ellie and Jared, and I'm sure you guys all know who they are, but I watched them through their infertility journey and to when they had Jackson and Calvin and now their third baby, and I still watch them all the time. And then another person that greatly inspired me was actually Haley Page, and we're actually really good friends now, and I talk to her all the time. And I watched her videos all the time before ever starting my own channel, and I looked up to her in a lot of ways. So I feel like those two people are people that really truly inspired me to make my own channel. But when I found out I was pregnant with Shay, I thought that was a perfect opportunity to start my own channel and document my pregnancy journey for myself and my family and friends, and then it kind of just expanded from there. And then I made my first day in the life video after I had Shay, and that video got a ton of views, more views than I ever got on my channel. at the time. And I realized everyone really enjoyed my vlog, so I started vlogging, and then my channel just quickly grew from there. You guys all obviously really enjoy my vlog, so that's usually the types of videos that I make now. I very rarely ever do sit down videos anymore. But yeah, that's kind of what inspired me to start my own channel, and I'm so glad that I did. Someone asked, would I ever consider doing a hair tutorial? Yes, I really need to make one for my channel. I get questions about my hair all the time. What are my tips on potty training? I don't really have too many tips, you guys. I think my only tip is to not push it too early on your kids, because I think the first time we started potty training was when Bailey she wasn't even 2.5 yet, because we hadn't had Shay yet, and I thought to myself, I really want to get her out of diapers before we have Shay. That was my mindset. And we started right before I had her, and it was an absolute disaster. And so I threw in the towel and just said she's not ready yet, because she wasn't. And then we tried it again after her 3rd birthday. I think it was a couple weeks after her 3rd birthday was when we started potty training her for the 2nd time, and she just took off running with it. I don't think she even had any accidents. I think like 1 or 2, and just never looked back. So I think that's my biggest advice, you guys, is don't worry about what everyone else thinks. Who cares? Honestly, I feel like I would have kept her in diapers like forever if I could. It's so convenient and so easy. Obviously, you have to potty train your kids at some point, but who cares what everyone else thinks, honestly? So you know your child best. If you feel like they're ready, then try potty training. If it doesn't work, try again in a couple months. That's what we did, and it worked for us. So that's my biggest advice for you guys. Okay, the next question is, will you ever do a video on your past addiction? Okay, so I've thought about this for so long, and I really do want to make a video on my past addiction and how I overcame that, because I know it can help so many people. But honestly, you guys, there's a person that was very involved in my story and in my addiction, and I feel like I can't tell my story fully without mentioning this person at all. And if I mention this person in any negative way, I feel like they would, I don't know what they would do, honestly. They aren't the best people, and I would just be very worried with what they would do if they were to find out that I ever spoke badly about them in any way, shape, or form. And honestly, I don't know how to tell my story without this person. So I don't know. I don't know if they watch my videos or not. I have no idea. But I feel like if they ever were to find out that I told my story and mention them, they could do a lot of damage. And I don't even want to go there. So I don't know. I really do want to tell my story and share it with you guys, because I know it could help a lot of you. I've gotten so many DMs over the last year, ever since I've shared that I went through an addiction, saying that you guys have been through it too and you overcame it, or you're currently going through an addiction and you want advice, and I'll give you all the advice in the world over a private DM. But I just don't know how to tell my story without this person. Maybe I can find the words one day to tell it without mentioning them, but it just won't be the full story. And I don't know. I really do want to tell it, you guys, but I don't know how. Someone asked, are you planning on having a tattoo or another tattoo? Are you having another baby? Okay, so tattoos. I regret all of mine. I wish I never got a tattoo. I hate them. I think they're so tacky on me personally. I love them on like tons of other people, but I feel like they just don't look good on me, and I regret them. So I will not be getting another tattoo. The next person asked, how did you and Adam meet? So I don't know if I mentioned this before. I think I might have in a previous Q&A. But I met Adam in 29 Palms when I was staying with my best friend Hillary. Her husband was in the military at the time, and he was deployed to Afghanistan, and she was by herself in the middle of nowhere with no one. And so I went to go stay with her for a couple months to keep her company and help her out around the house and with her pets and stuff while she went to work. And we went out one night, and that's when I met Adam. We met at a bar, and the rest is history. Okay, the next person asked, will your girls ever go to daycare? If you need to take the day off to do something, do you have someone to help? You always seem to do things with your girls, which is amazing, but do you ever get a chance to have someone babysit? So we don't have a babysitter, but my family, my parents are like 15 minutes away from us. So if I ever need anything and like run an errand or something, or have some time by myself to do something that I need to do, I will call usually my dad. My dad is always super reliable and he'll come over in a heartbeat to watch the girls for me. So he's, I guess, like my babysitter. Okay, I'm gonna answer one more question because my battery is beeping at me. This person asked, when you are bathing or putting Shay to bed, what is Bailey doing? I'm overdue with my second, and this is my biggest concern when my husband's shift changes and I'm on nighttime routine on my own. Okay, so we normally bathe the girls together now in the tub. And then when I'm putting Shay to bed, I put her to bed first. If I'm doing this by myself, you guys have seen our nighttime routine. I have it on my channel. I filmed it, I think it was like 3 videos before this. We did an updated nighttime routine with Adam. He usually helps me in the nighttime bedtime routine. But if there's a night where I have to do it by myself, usually I bathe them together. I will get them both out together, dry them off, and then Bailey will be in the nursery, Shay's nursery, with me while I get her ready for bed. And she's very sweet to help me out, get the diaper and get her pajamas and stuff. And usually she'll just sit on the floor next to the rocking chair and read a book while I'm rocking Shay and feeding her her bottle, and then I'll put her in her crib, and then Bailey and I will walk out and I'll get Bailey ready for bed. So that is usually what we do when and if I have to do the bedtime routine by myself. But that is all the time I have for this video, you guys. I will try and film a part 2 to this Q&A because I didn't even make a dent in all of these questions. But I feel like this video is already super long because my battery is already flashing at me. But if you guys want me to film a part 2, give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.